We'd like to welcome you to beautiful Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, as we get set for semifinal action here at the Basketball Champions League of Americas in 2022. It is Quimsa coming off of their big-time victory yesterday in the Final 8, taking on Bigua. Carlin Gay on hand as we get ready for a clash here in the semifinal. Winner moves on. The loser will play in the third place game on Saturday night. Both these teams started off hot in their first game. Neither of these teams have trailed at all in this tournament. When you look at Quimsa, it was an absolute team effort. 6 of their players in double figures in their victory over Cangueiros. And for Bigua, it was Sims and Santos combining for 62 of their 99 points in their win over Boca. Quimsa representing Argentina. Bigua representing Uruguay. Both teams making their way to the court. And we'll get the tip off and running shortly. Quimsa will be in the road blue uniforms. Bigua in the home white. A place in the final on the line, and off we go here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Basketball Champions League of America's action. Quimsa taking on Bigua. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, however you're doing so. Carlin Gay on the call. Quimsa wearing the road uniforms, Bigua in the home white. And the first shot by Rayshawn Terry, no good. Gives us an opportunity to look at this Quimsa offense, or rather defense, that was terrific in their win over Cangueiros, holding them under 80 points in that victory. Rudd with the clean crossover there. Kicks it back out. Deep three on the way. No good. That's vacuumed in there by Rayshawn Terry. Brusinho. Brusinho drives inside. The kick outside for a three, and it's rattled home. Cosalito knocking down his first attempt from deep. He's fed there by Juan Brusinho. A quick lead here for Quimsa in the first deficit of the tournament for Bigua. There's Santos. He was an absolute terror yesterday in the Final 8. Points in the paint, a huge advantage for Bigua in the win. They just beat you with body punches. Santos giving space to Anderson Jr. He missed a long two. And Vidal will dribble back the other way. Here's Rudd. Vidal. Rejected by Anderson Jr. Vidal, another opportunity. 10 on the shot clock. Rudd to Vidal. Vidal penetrating. Lays it up. Can't get it to go. And that's vacuumed in by Anderson Jr. The push the other way for Quimsa. Anderson Jr. hands it off. Osalito already has a three to his name. Thought about the two. Gave it up to Rayshawn Terry, who left it short. And it's cleared by Santos. Here's Victor Rudd, a 30-year-old from the United States of America. Had a terrible shooting night yesterday. Would love to get things going this evening. And there we see Donald Sims. We'll talk a lot about him throughout the night. 37 big points last night. That's his first 2 this evening in the semifinal. Sims was the high man of the tournament here in the final 8. The second biggest scoring night in the BCLA this season. And he was pretty efficient in doing so. At a plus 43 efficiency rating. As you saw Thomas knocking down his first 3. Here's Sims. He looks to answer the 3 with one of his own. Quickly, 5 points for Donald Sims. He was 5 for 5 from 3-point range in the win over Boca in the final 8. He has not missed in the tournament from deep. And you see the turnover there as Thomas and Terry got mixed up. Seven to 6, your score in favor of Bigua. Here's Rudd. He'll tee up a 3. Line drive effort, no good. Mentioned Rudd struggled from the field yesterday. He was only 4 of 13. Seems those struggles have continued on to the semifinal. Anderson Jr. looking to go one-on-one with Santos. 2 big bodies clashing there. Santos winning that duel, and he vacuums it in. Bipo will take the 3 here. Another line drive effort. No good. Not a lot of movement offensively here for Quimsa. It leads to a Cosalito 3, and he knocks it down. Check that. That's Brusinho knocking down his first triple of the game. Cosalito came away with the strip there. 3-on-1 opportunity. Thomas to the rim. And he's fouled. He'll go to the line for 2 free throws. Well, defense turning into offense that time. And Thomas will look to pay it off here at the foul line. He was arguing for a call previously on the turnover. This time at the line, and he'll cash in the first free throw. So Thomas quickly up to 4 points here early on. Both teams got off to a quick start in their games in the final 8. Thomas, who had 16 points in the win over Cangueiros, was perfect from the foul line so far here in Brazil. Rudd on the floater, way off. And Thomas scooting up the court now. Brusinho kicks it to Anderson Jr., showing you the range. Knocks down the long 2. Well, if Santos doesn't want to go out there and check him in the deep end of the pool, Anderson Jr. might have that shot available to him all night. Sims, Vidal, floater, he got it. Vidal's first 2. Didn't give Bigua much offense yesterday. He was all about sharing the rock. As Brusinho knocks down another triple. Rudd looking to go to work on Terry. The floater in the lane, and Rudd is still struggling from the field. That time calling for a foul. Lucky he didn't get teed up there. No look pass underneath. And a little too fancy there leads to a turnover. Here's a man that can get fancy with the ball. And Vidal, his no-look pass was too hot for Rudd to handle. And Rudd struggles continue on here in the semifinal. Struggling from the field. Just can't seem to get some rhythm. And that will see him go to the bench. Well, the three-point line was kind to Quimsa in game 1 in their win over Canguereros. They went 10 of 26 from 3, 39%. And so far in this one, it's paying off once again. Been able to cash in from deep. That's led to their lead. Shooting 4-6 from deep, and there's a layup inside. As Rosinho showing you he can go to the rack too. 8 points and counting for him. Lorente Perez tried to feed it inside to Roas. That ball tapped out. 8 on the shot clock. It will stay here. Bigua basketball. Good hands there by Thomas. Not sure how he was expecting to complete that pass. Sims wants the rock. Left his feet and then thought about passing it and led to a turnover. That was a clumsy defensive effort by Lorente Perez, but it ends up being a positive for him as he gains possession. Take a look at this. Basically boxing him out. Quimsa players wanting a foul call. Whistle stays silent. So quick break for Victor Rudd. He's back on the floor. Under 3 to play here in this first quarter. Rudd kicks it back out to Sims. Sims driving. Blanketed. Rudd is in the corner. The up fake. Finds some space. Kicks it inside. Nice pass by Rudd. Lopez cashing in that time. Off the feed by Rudd. If Rudd's not going to be able to find the range on the jumper, maybe he can help play make. Thomas misses the 3. And that's vacuumed in by Santos. Here's Sims. Probing. He's fouled. That'll be no shot. It's on the floor. Rayshawn Terry picking up the foul there. You see the quickness of Donald Sims. Sims, 34 years old, out of Gaffney, South Carolina in the United States. Went to Appalachian State. Entered the 2011 NBA draft, but went undrafted. It actually worked out for him because he's had a terrific career playing pro ball all over the world. He's helped and won the MVP of the Uruguayan League. Won a championship with Bigua 2 years ago. And now here he is trying to win a BCL championship to add to the one that he won 2 years ago. Rudd, 3 no good, and he's still struggling from the field. Acevedo, his first touch of the rock. Barale looks inside. Anderson, kick. Good ball movement for Quimsa. Couldn't pay off with Brasino 3. Thomas, Euro stepping in the lane. Can't get it to go. He thought he got fouled. And Anderson Jr. is hurt. A 5-on-4 opportunity now for Bigua. And it pays off with a triple. Lopez cashing in a 3. And the injury behind the play. That's a wide open 3. For Lopez. Make sure that Anderson is okay. Subs out of the game. Well, he stays in the game, rather. He's on the floor, number 24 in a red jersey. Foul on the ball. That's Franco Barale who drew the foul on Lopez. Now Anderson Jr. checks out. Zone defense played now for Bigua. Acevedo for 3. Too strong. The Roas pulls down the board. And Vidal will push the other way. Vidal will tee up a three. Line drive effort. Does not get over the front rim. Raleigh kicks. Three on the way, no good. And Rudd has the rock. The shot clock turned off. See what Bigua can come up with here on the final possession. It's a Rudd three. And finally, he cashes one home. And he's fired up about that one. So good pace to start the game here in the semifinal. Quimsa up 20-17 over Bigua after one. There you see the stats from the first 10 minutes of play. Quimsa shooting the ball well. They rode the three-point ball to a win yesterday, already with 4 three-point makes this evening. They had 10 in their win in the final 8. And here's some of the highlights from that first quarter. See the two bigs there, Santos and Anderson Jr. go to work. Anderson Jr. with the rejection on that attempt. You'll see it again from a different angle. He's really going to have to patrol the paint and limit some of the points in the paint for Bigua. They took advantage of that against Boca yesterday as they rode to a huge victory, 99-81. Bigua had 52 of their 99 points in the paint against Boca. So you know that was on Quimsa's scouting report coming into this semifinal game. Winner of this game moves on to the finals on Saturday night. The loser will play in the third place game on Saturday as well. There is the off day tomorrow on Friday here, local time, and we'll get back to business on Saturday night. Both these teams hoping to play in that final game, win, and a chance at a championship. Well, the 52 points in the paint was definitely something on the scouting report for Quimsa. And they know that at the top of that scouting report was Luis Santos. He's only taking 1 shot so far in this game. Bigua lucky to be down only 3 after what Santos was able to provide yesterday. Rojas is rejected again inside and then finally sticking with it and puts it up and in. Good hustle there by Martin Rojas. Gets his first 2. It's a 1-point game. Quimsa has led every second they've played in this tournament. Torreta knocks down the 3 ball. It's the 5th 3 for Quimsa here in this game. Pena Garcia gave it to Rudd, and he let it slip out of his hands, and that's going to be a backcourt violation. It's a very nonchalant play there by Rudd. Thought the 3 ball to end the quarter might get him going. It seems like he's still stuck in some rut here in Brazil. It's the second turnover of the game. Not what you want to see out of your primary ball handler. See if Quimsa can take advantage of it. The bump. And Ramajo will go to the line for 2. going to be on Rojas, as you saw there. He did have his hands up, but caught him with the body. And Gramajo will toe the line for 2 free throws, knocks down the first. Rojas' first foul in the game. (25-19) in favor of Quimsa. Early second quarter action here in the semifinals. It's Rudd. Rudd looking to go one-on-one. Dancing with the basketball, lost the handle. A diving Barale went to the floor and he wanted it. And then the foul is going to be called on Quimsa. See the good hands there by Barale, and then the hustle. And that's a poor foul. It's a borderline unsportsmanlike foul. There was really no play on the basketball there. Vidal. Sims back into the game. Steps back, gives it to Rojas. That ball last touched by Quimsa will stay here. 13 on the shot clock for Bigua to work with. Luis Santos checks back into the game, replacing Victor Rudd. As we mentioned, Santos only with 1 field goal attempt. Let's see if Bigua look to go to him inside. Number 25 in white. It's Sims on the drive. He gets hacked, and he'll go to the line for 2. Gramajo will pick up the foul. It's his first. As Sims knocks down the first free throw. Sims, the most dynamic scorer for Bigua. For those of you who saw him drop 37 in the game in the final 8 yesterday, he was terrific. Feels like he could flip the switch and do it again tonight. Already with 7 and counting. His team down 4. Santos comes up with the block, but they also say the foul. Santos pointing in the direction of the official. Not impressed with the call, and he's going to go over to chat with him. You be the judge at home. Did he get ball or body? A lot of body there before the block. Looked like the right call to me. First free throw, a wild miss there. Quimsa as a team, an 80% free throw shooting team coming into the game. Can't afford to foul this squad. As Cabarrali will go to the bench. Rashawn Terry coming back into the game for Quimsa. Here's Vidal. Rojas. Sims. Sims on a hard dribble. Nice pass to Rojas. Great 2-man game as Sims able to feed as much as he scores. And Rojas has been the recipient of 2 gorgeous dimes. He now has 4. Feel the energy now picking up defensively for Bigua. Acevedo. Barale. Salito for 3, no good. Flat-footed rebound there by Sims, and he gives it up to Vidal. Pushing the tempo. Sims to the rim, and he's hacked by Acevedo, and he'll go to the line for 2. He's just so crafty, it is Donald Sims. Just feels like he can get a good shot anytime he wants it. Previous possession, you saw him dime up Roas. Here, putting his head down, getting to the basket. And back to the foul line. And he has his team within a basket of tying this baby up. One-point game. See how Quimsa responds. I had much adversity here in this game that blew out. Boca to start. Good drive there and good defense there by Santos, not using his body. It's an open three. Lorente Perez rattles it home. And the first lead of the game for Bigua. The first deficit of the tournament for Quimsa. Barale attacking. He's blocked by Santos. Santos dribbling up the floor, waiting for help. Finally gets it. And Roas. Vidal and Santos. Two-man game. Vidal attacking. Now looking for help. Finds it in Sims. Behind the back. Back to Vidal. Vidal right to the rim with the left-hand layup. And it leads to a Quimsa timeout. Bigua flexing their muscle here with 6:08 to play in the first half. Winner moves on to the final here at the Basketball Champions League of Americas in Brazil.
Un cambio, nada, un pique y una bandeja. Estamos, esos goles no, ya no le damos lo de corrida, fueron 6 puntos de transición ya, 2 triples de transición de ellos. Eso no se lo demos más, lleguemos a defender, nadie tiene 2 fulls, entonces lleguemos a defender, establecer antes. En el pick and roll atento con el roll corto, también para jugar los pulgar.
Bigua on an 11-1 run, and it led to a Quimsa timeout. Let's see what they do after regrouping and giving up the lead. They're down 4 for the first time here in Brazil. 2-3 zone for Bigua. Terry, good pass. Rocinho turns down the 3, goes with the floater, can't get it to fall. And Roas comes away with the rebound. Vidal up top. Santos comes down with it. Forces it up. Can't get it to go. Slapped away by Anderson Jr. Santos wanted the call. Does not get it. Nice cut there by Thomas. Maybe too nice as he was out of bounds. Thomas needed to tightrope that baseline to give himself a chance. Keep that baby in. Victor Rudd back into the game for Bigua. Roas. Sims uses the Roas screen. Roas will go to work in the post. Nice pass. Santos got the up fake, and he was fouled on the shot attempt. He'll go to the line for 2. Thomas can't believe the whistle blew on him. Still in shock. Definitely came down on his arm. Got a lot of skin there. It's a 14 foul for Quimsa. The next one will put them in the penalty. It's Thomas's first. And Santos knocks down the first free throw. Give Santos the second free throw as well. It extends to 6. Rosalito. Anderson Jr. looking for help now. Terry has been quiet. We haven't heard much from him in this game. There's Thomas underneath. Overshot the net, and he wanted a foul call. So does the Quimsa bench. Whistles stay silent. Sims, open 3. Lorente Perez drills it. His second 3 of the game. And look out, a 9-point lead now for Bigua. Rocinho using every part of the net there. Get that layup to go. Went high off the glass, touched the front rim, and finally falls to the bottom of the cup. Breaks a big run from Bigua. Sims, so deadly with the dribble. Rosalito a little bit too handsy there. And that will send Sims to the line. Not a smart foul by Rosalito. Bucket on the other end by Brusinho ended a 16-1 run by Bigua. Huge second quarter here for Bigua. 5 for 5 right now for Donald Sims, who is now in double figures in scoring. Back to a 9-point lead. Thomas. Anderson Jr. He'll tee up a 2 and drill it. He has a soft touch, the big man. It's his second long 2. If Santos does not want to come out and guard him, he'll drill that all day. Rudd. Inside. Santos using the up fake. Got hit. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. Anderson Jr. came down with the swipe, trying to slap the ball out of his hands, and you could hear him hit the skin. We don't see this much from Santos. He's normally a back-to-the-basket type player. But showing you he has a little bit of a face-up game that time. Bigua was working on a perfect night from the line until that miss from Santos. Might have been a jinx from my producer, Gabe Ruiz. Shot there, Rudd vacuums that in. And the spread is 8. 3:15 to play here in the first half. Good cut there by Santos, right to the basket. Can't get it to go. Oh, late whistle. And it's going to send Santos back to the line. Was the correct call. You saw the reach in there on Brasino. And Santos misses the first attempt. Corrects himself on the second and splits the pair. Lead stuck at 9. Quimsa being outscored 22-12. Now 22-12 in this quarter after that layup by Rosalito. Still plenty of time here in this quarter to try and close it strong. You always want to go into half with some momentum. Rudd for three, no good. Ball batted up by Thomas and finally pulled down by Terry. Terry has been extremely quiet this evening. Rosino doing a lot of dribbling. Finally gives it up to Thomas. Thomas now turns the corner. Did not take a shot attempt. He was passing it. It's only the third team foul on Bigua. Quimsa basketball with 14 to shoot. Lorente Perez picks up the second foul. Rosino rejected by Santos. Stay here, 10 on the shot clock. Rosino is poked out of his hands by Sims. 4 to shoot. Rosalito for three and drills it. Huge shot there by Moro Cosalito, and it leads to a timeout. It's Quimsa now starting to find some momentum just before the halftime break. 39-35 your score, Bigua in front here in the second quarter in Brazil.
Hey, listen. Turn up. Big. Take the ball here. Luis side. Donald. Diagonal to Martin. Okay? He fake or this. Okay? After that is pick and roll. Iván, está del otro lado ahí. Hey, we are good. Estamos bien. Estamos bien. Estamos en el partido que queremos. No perdamos la cabeza. ¿Sí? Son estos 2 minutos más de concentración. Dale, vamos.
The last 2 minutes of a quarter or a half are always important. Bigua was reminded of that as they broke the huddle by Coach Gutierrez. On the other end, Quimsa trying to battle back after giving up the lead. They were down by as many as 9. Lead now just 4 as Rudd dribbles up the court. Rudd watched by Anderson Jr. Now they go back inside. Roas. Tough shot attempt. Offensive rebound. Lorente Perez for three. It rims around, and look at Anderson Jr. amongst three white jerseys. Is able to pull it down and draw the foul. Little chest to chest now as we're in the replay, but live action. It's getting heated right in front of the Quimsa bench. Officials trying to sort it out. We'll do it with them. Rudd, who has struggled from the field, is at the center of it. He's 1 of 7 tonight. Was 3 of 14 yesterday. So here's the play that led to the skirmish. It's just good basketball here. But after this, we went chest to chest. And that's what the officials are trying to sort out at the moment. So they call the jump ball here on this possession. And the jump ball looked like the correct call. Getting every angle of this replay here. See Anderson Jr. and Rojas jousting for the basketball. Right now, the call on the floor, the official call, was a jump ball. The officials review here. Minute 40 remaining in the second quarter. The winner moves on to the finals. A reminder, a little later on this evening, we will have semifinal game number 2. Minas taking on Sao Paulo. Minas in the closest game late last night, defeating Flamengo 85-83. And Sao Paulo snuck by Esteli 75-71. Once again, taking a look here at the last play that led to a jump ball. And you saw Rudd throw the basketball, and there is what we're looking at here. That's what happened while we were in the replay. Players going chest to chest, Cosalito and Rudd. Rudd threw the ball first, Cosalito responded. And then they went chest to chest. Wasn't much there. More of a making sure that neither will back down. So we might have some tech fouls here. So Moro Cosalito will get a technical foul, number 30, for throwing the basketball at the back of Victor Rudd. And we'll have free throws for Donald Sims. Cosalito, the only one picking up the tech foul there. Rudd got nothing. Sims is true on the free throw attempt to restore a 5-point lead, and after all that, it'll be Quimsa basketball. A little energy now getting into the gym as you hear those on hand making some noise, showing support to both teams. Cosalito for 3. Can't get it to go. Thomas with the tap back, can't get it. And it's pawed down by Luis Santos. Sims left alone from 3. And he drills it. If there's one player you don't want to leave alone anywhere on the court, it's Sims, who has 15 and counting. Has not missed tonight. And for the entire final 8, has not missed from 3-point range. The response there. Orsino drilling a 3, his 3rd. Sims left it for Santos. Gorgeous move and gorgeous pass by Sims. Pace starting to pick up with 32 seconds here in the second quarter. The officials want to get some time back on the clock. Put the shot clock at 22 seconds, 31 rather, 0.5 on the game clock. With 2-for-1 opportunities available for Quimsa if they want it. Might have missed the window here. Cosalito driving inside in the face of Santos. Overshot it. That's going to be a... What's the call? It's either a walk or a foul. Solito's shot didn't touch anything, and he caught it. He was the first one to catch it. You can't do that. They're going to call the foul on... They're going to call the foul on Bigua, which will send Solito to the line. Roas picks up his second. Solito getting away with a walk there. Threw the ball at the rim, didn't touch anything, didn't look like it touched Santos. And he was the first one to catch it on the other end. His hustle paying off with free throw attempts. His first time at the line tonight. Solito now into double figures with 10 points. Timeout on the floor. 45-40 your score. Bigua trying to set up final play here with 20 seconds remaining in the first half. Here you see the main man, Donald Sims, number 8, trying to encourage his team. He has 15 points here in this first quarter. Santos with 8 rebounds, Rudd with 4 assists. Rudd may not be able to find the range with the shot, but he's definitely helping his teammates. There's Coach Gutierrez in this huddle.
Hey, Pico like this. Luis, Bosa, Donald, Victor. You come, Ghost. Donald guard right hand. Diego, estás de este lado y vos, Pepo, acá. Wait like 8 seconds and then you come.
7, 8 puntos arriba, dale, vámonos. Dale, dale. Dale, Pepo, dale.
¡Vamos, Bigua! One zipper ahí, Luis, para que la reciba, dale.
Well, Victor Rudd's going to be in the middle of the action as you heard the play being drawn up for this potentially final possession here for Bigua to close the half on a positive note. Played terrific here in this second period. Currently have a 5-point lead. Any foul from Quimsa will send Bigua to the line. There's Sims. Now here's Rudd. Sims turns the corner, leaves it up top. Santos lays it in. Rosalito will get a look off. Does not fall. And that's how we'll go to the halftime break. What a second quarter performance from Bigua. And they go into the break with a 7-point lead over Quimsa here in the semifinals of the Basketball Champions League of Americas. Here's a look at some of the stats from the first half. Free throw line helping Bigua big time. They got there 13 times, converting on 11. Rebounding battle almost even. Assist 15-6. Sims leading the way with 6 assists in that first half to go along with his 15 points. There you see the top scorers. Santos getting into double figures with that finish right before the horn. Lorente Perez, 6 points, knocking down 2 triples off the bench for Bigua. Well, it's a 7-point lead for the team from Uruguay. And they are 20 minutes away from potentially playing the Basketball Champions League of America's finals on Saturday night. Standing in their way is Quimsa, a team from Argentina, hoping to make a comeback here in the second half and keep their hopes alive. Well, some great action in that first half, and it led to a 7-point spread for Bigua over Quimsa in the semifinal action here in the Basketball Champions League of Americas in Brazil. Winner moves on to the final on Saturday night. Loser will play in the third place game. Bigua up 47-40, and off we go here in the second half. Carlin Gay on the call. Thanks for joining us wherever you are, however you're doing so. Bigua wearing the home white, Quimsa in the road dark jerseys, and we start off the same way we left off with the Donald Sims triple as he drills it to extend the lead to 10. It's the largest lead of the game for Bigua. Anderson Jr. there with the tap back on the offensive rebound. Reduced the lead back down to 8. We had 5 lead changes in that first half. It was Bigua taking over in the second quarter on a 14-0 run. Extended their lead to as many as 9 up until that Donald Sims 3 to start this quarter. That gave them their largest lead of the game. Quimsa had a lead of 9 of their own. They had a 7-0 run in that first quarter and found themselves in a little bit of a rut offensively and haven't been able to get out of it. Getting up a ton of points in the paint. +8 for Bigua in points in the paint. And that was a huge recipe for success in their final 8 win over Boca. They had 52 points in the paint against Boca. They have 18 right now. You mix that into with the 3-point shooting that they've had tonight, and it's made them tough to catch up to. Another rejection inside by Anderson Jr. He has had a terrific night guarding the 10. Here's a replay. Anderson Jr. had 6 blocks yesterday in the win over Cangueros. He now is halfway to that total. He has 3 blocks this evening. Thomas. Terry, who has been extremely quiet so far in this game. Brusino. His shot no good. Somehow, some way came away with his own miss. Thomas, step aside 3 off the back iron. It's pulled down by Vidal. You see the shooting percentages for both teams. Now under 40% is Bigua. Nice pass. And Santos brings the hammer. Another assist for Donald Sims. Give him 6 on the night. Two great ball handlers on this Bigua team, Sims and Vidal. They make life easy for Santos. We're back to a 10-point lead, largest of the game. Salito, Anderson Jr. faces up, jab step, drives baseline, and is able to slip it in. Vidal leaves it for Sims. Sims got bumped, no call. Sims now drives inside. He was hit. And again, no call. Thomas the other way. 3 on the way for Cosalito. It's cleaned up by Anderson Jr. Well, Bigua was arguing the foul or non-call on Sims, and it led to an easy 2 for Anderson Jr. And then Anderson Jr., who's hurt, could not run with Santos. And it led to an easy layup for Santos. You see points in the paint now, 22-14 in favor of Bigua. Acevedo will check into the game for Anderson, who was limping to the bench. Maybe it's just a cramp. Hopefully that's the case. The big man has been the only rim protector for Quimsa against a team in Bigua that likes to go inside and score. Without that rim protection, it might be open season on points in the paint for the team wearing white. Acevedo down low. 1 to shoot. Gonzalito got it off in time, but can't get it to go. And Vidal will push. Sims, up fake. Inside, Santos, great steal. Luis Santos had Rayshon Terry on his back and in jail. And Sims with another assist. Give him 7. Thomas. Can't hit on the 3. A rebound for Sims. Sims down, puts the afterburners on. He's hit. Oh, he's going to call for the offensive foul. They say he used the off arm to push off. Second team foul for Bigua here in the third quarter. Let's see the replay. It's not a great angle for us to see that. The officials deem that Sims used his off arm to push off there. Rusino rattles home the 3. So Juan Brasuno, 4 3-pointers tonight. 16 points. He has it going. As Quimsa shows his zone for the first time this evening, and it leads to a long 3 miss by Sims. Offensive foul going to be called on Acevedo on the moving screen. That might not be his fault. As Acevedo was trying to set himself for that screen attempt, and Brusino went a little too early. That last 3-point attempt by Donald Sims that went awry was his first miss of the final 8. Did not miss yesterday, and just had his first miss tonight. He's been that spectacular shooting the rock here in Brazil. 3 there by Lopez is no good. See the 3-point shooting, 41%, 40%. On ball, keeping both teams in this game. Lucino. Acevedo for 3. Too strong. One-handed rebound by Roas, and he's galloping up the court, trying to find himself an easy layup. Good job of D-transition by Quimsa. Rudd still struggling from the field. Another miss for him. He's 1 of 8 tonight. Acevedo inside. Rayshon Terry for 3. Indeed! Rayshon Terry finally gets on the board. He was left wide open. He knocks down the triple. His first 3 of the night. He's 1 of 4 from the floor. Extremely quiet. See if that gets him going. Sims. This zone has disrupted Bigua's offense a little bit, and it leads to another turnover. So Quimsa may have found a little bit of kryptonite for Bigua's offense here. Going to that 2-3 zone. Slowed them down and broken up their rhythm. Acevedo goes to the bench. And it's good to see Anderson Jr. back on the floor after he left the game what looked like a leg cramp. Barale. Probing. Anderson Jr. Terry just knocked down his last 3. Let's see if he goes 2 for 2 from 3 and gets the roll. Back-to-back triples for Rayshon Terry. And it's a 1-point game. Zone effective again. That time, kick save and a beauty by Cosalito. Play like that would have got him in goal on a football pitch. Here on a basketball court, it has the shot clock reset to 14. And it's possession for Bigua. 3-2 zone now being shown by Quimsa. Rudd driving inside. Nice layup. Only his second field goal of the night. It's 2 for 9 from the floor. Has that 5 points. Remember, his first 3 points came at the end of the first quarter. Looked like a weight was lifted off his shoulders when that went through the rim. Since then, he has struggled. -5 tonight, only 5 points. Here's Sims. Sims will pull for 3. Can't get it to go. Good block out there by Anderson Jr. Barale in the front court. Skip pass. Salito for 3. Indeed! It's a tie game! Quimsa was down 10 to start this third quarter, and they've battled all the way back to tie it up at 58. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching the Basketball Champions League of America semifinal action here from Brazil.
All this space, okay? Quiero que juguemos así, Luke, Donald, Víctor, Donald, Diego, ¿ok? Diego, Luis y Martín. Entonces es, buen bloqueo para que vos salgas, ¿tá? Para que salgas y estés ahí, ves si lo atraes. Luis, vos te quedaste acá, ¿tá? Te quedaste acá y Martín venís a ocupar acá. Este alto bajo, si no hay esto, ¿tá? Lo que tenemos que buscar es algún pick ahí para dividir.
See some of the highlights here from the third period. Bigua and Rudd with the nice finish right at the rim. The story of this third quarter has been the surge from Quimsa, who have come back, and the spark has been led by Rashawn Terry, who was quiet in that first half. Knocks down 2 triples here in the third quarter. And also, this zone defense has caused a ton of problems for Bigua. Here's Rudd, high dribble. Pena Garcia inside. Santos bulldozing his way to the rim. Gets fouled and they'll go to the line for 2. The Bigua bench wants it unsportsmanlike. Let's see if the officials will oblige. Santos is saying, hey, at least take a look at it. Let's see it for ourselves. Yeah, that's definitely a questionable foul. That could be an unsportsmanlike. Barale just slapping down. He had no intentions of even touching the basketball there. Here it is. He knew he was overmatched. Just wanted to take the foul. Some people hate the rule, some people love it. I, for one, am one that loves this rule. Not only in this situation, but definitely in the fast break situations where teams or players just kind of take a foul to stop a fast break. Having this rule in place prevents all of that because you get free throws and possession of the basketball. Keep the game more free-flowing. If you're not making a play on the basketball, that is a key indicator to an unsportsmanlike foul. This one's borderline. But I think I'm with Santos here, as Barale knew he had no shot at defending him, so he just kind of grabbed him and made sure he took a foul before he got the shot up. The officials agree that it is an unsportsmanlike foul. So Franco Barale with an unsportsmanlike foul. Luis Santos will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And there's also a technical foul assessed to Quimsa's head coach. And Coach Gonzalez picking up the tech foul, so that is the reason why Donald Sims nailing the free throw, and he continues to be perfect from the line. And now we'll have Santos at the line with the unsportsmanlike. Misses the first. After this free throw, Bigua will have another opportunity to have possession of the basketball. So after struggling against the zone as Santos misses both free throws, shakes his head, and maybe Morales saying, hey man, ball don't lie. Roas inbounds, 14 on the clock now for Bigua to work with. Sims. Inside to Rudd. Good hands there by Rusino. 4 on the shot clock now for Bigua to work with. See where they go. They go to Sims. He'll tee up the 3. It's a second miss in a row. Roas inside with the offensive rebound. Can't put it up and in. Sims wide open for 3 this time. That's 3 misses in a row now for Sims from long range. And Barale in the front court. Quimsa with a chance to take the lead. Sims picks up the foul. He bumped Barale going to the 10. Knocked down by Franco Barale. First lead since midway through the second quarter for Quimsa. Rudd way short on the 3, and they're going to call an offensive foul. That's Cosalito who went to the ground there. I think he took a shot to the head. See it on the replay. Couldn't really see it there, but he is holding his head. Hope he's okay. Quimsa basketball. Up 2. Winning this third quarter 21-12. Cosalito, count it, and the foul. Seems okay after taking that shot to the head. Pena Garcia reaching down there on the layup attempt, banging Cosalito on the left arm. Now we'll put Moro Cosalito to the line. Chance of the old-fashioned 3-point play. Cosalito drills the free throw. And the lead is 5 now for Quimsa. 16 points for Cosalito. Rudd inside Santos. Terry watching him. The double comes. Santos missed the first, does not miss the second. Luis Santos closing in on double-double. He has 18 points, 9 rebounds. Anderson. Cosalito. Inside to Anderson. Barale driving, and he'll go to the line for 2 shots. Santos' second foul. No one really in jeopardy of being in foul trouble. as Barale will toe the line for free throws. First one knocked in for the 22-year-old from Argentina. Barale saying, hey, where's my second attempt? I didn't make the bucket. Bigua thinking that it should be an inbound. Now the officials realize the mistake. They have one more shot. Good to see the officials smile on that one. Barale cashes in. 5 points for Barale. 10 to play. Oh, Vidal the spin to the rim. So crafty with the basketball, these people. Cosalito got it off in time, but banged it off the backboard. And that's how we'll end the third period. Now walking to his bench, his team down at the moment. And they're down 3. 10 minutes separate Quimsa from a chance at playing for the championship on Saturday night. Bigua trying to come back. Take a look at some of the statistics from the first 3 quarters. Bigua was getting to the line plenty of times in that first half. That's slowed down a bit here. You see the rebounding totals and the assist totals as well. It's been the zone that has gotten Quimsa back in the game, and not only back in the game, but in control of the game. They won that third quarter 26-16. If you're Bigua, you're going to have to think about how you attack the zone and make sure that you don't have those empty possessions on the offensive end. 3-point shooting and the zone defense for Quimsa has worked. Balanced scoring across the board for Quimsa once again in their win yesterday over Cancareros. They had 10 players in double-digit scoring. Already doing the same tonight. Anderson Jr. with 10 points. Brusino with 10 points. Cosalito with, rather, Brusino with 16 points. Cosalito with 16 points. And Rayshawn Terry came alive. 2 threes in that quarter after being completely quiet for the first half. Rayshawn Terry was able to provide 13 points in the win over Cancareros. But unfortunately had been quiet up until that third quarter. Well, here we go. Quimsa representing Argentina. Bigua representing Uruguay. And we're 10 minutes away from crowning the potential champion. Semi-final action here at the Basketball Champions League of Americas. One team will keep their hopes alive from playing for the championship on Saturday night. The other play for the third place medal on Saturday. Bigua wearing the home whites. Quimsa wearing the road dark. And here's Vidal. Sims, he'll tee up a 3. That's 4 misses in a row from 3-point range for Sims after he had not missed at all in this tournament. And Barale, no one stopped the basketball, so we went right to the rim with it. 7 points off the bench for Barale, all 7 coming here in the second half. Sims with a nice cut. He'll try again from 3 and finally able to cash it in. 22 points and counting. 4 of 8 from 3-point range for Donald Sims. Sims got the assist from Santos that time. It's normally the other way around. Sims assisting Santos 4 times in this game on made baskets. That time it was Santos returning the favor. Rudd pulls down the rebound after the Anderson Jr. miss. Morale holding Sims that time. He's going to get called for the foul. Bigua moving the rock really well. 21 assists on 23 made field goals this afternoon. Vidal. Sims is open. He'll step back. Rather, that's not Sims. That's Lorente Perez. Drilling the three. Gives Bigua back the lead. Morale. Rosalito. Anderson Jr. Here's Morale. Been terrific in the second half. Morale right to the rim. Counted and the foul. Franco Morale. 9 points and counting. He'll go to the line for one more. What a tough layup that is. Third foul on Santos. Saw him kind of shrugging his shoulders, saying, I didn't do anything. No one in any real foul trouble here with 7:45 to play in the fourth period. Here's Vidal with the high dribble. Vidal using the Santos screen. Vidal now trapped in the corner. Keeps his dribble alive. And snake back to the top of the key. Vidal floating in. Can't get it to go. Rebound pulled down by Vecino. And Quimsa's bench on the foul on Rudd. Want and unsportsmanlike. I don't think the refs are going to check this one out. Although Rudd did look like he was just taking a foul because he was exhausted. Officials talking about it now. It's Rudd's first foul. Officials discussed it. They say it does not meet the criteria for the unsportsmanlike. I want to be taking one of those at this juncture in the game. 2-point lead in favor of Quimsa. 71-69. Rosalito driving. Rosino avoids the strip and kisses it off the glass. 18 and counting for Brasino. He's had a terrific evening. Sims snaking the pick and roll. And he was grabbed from behind. It's going to be on Cosalito. You can see Sims breathing heavily, but he knows the offense kind of leans on his shoulders as Rudd misses another three-pointer. Morale gets it over to Cosalito. Pass a little too hot for him to handle, and they'll have to reset. Top of the key with Vecino. Vecino, nice crossover. Vecino now probing. Vecino now driving, right hand, hit the side of the backboard. And a 3-on-2 the other way. Sims for three. Indeed! Back to a 1-point game. 25 big points for Sims. 6:20 remaining. Three-point percentages on your screen. 37% for Bigua, 40% for Quimsa. Morale dancing with it, tees up a three and drills it. Franco Morale, 13 points. And a foul in the backcourt on Brasino. Rayshon Terry will check out of the game. Acevedo will make way for him. Lorente Perez will sub in for Victor Rudd. I think that's the right call if you're Bigua. Rudd hasn't had it tonight, but Lorente Perez provides some long ball shooting. Roas. Vidal. Santos. Vidal probing, kicks it out. Lorente Perez, step back three. Oh, drills it. You think he might be cold. He comes right off the bench and fires up a three and knocks it down to make it a 1-point game. Barale over the top of Rojas, no good. Vidal will push the other way. Good job, transition defense by Quimsa. They lost Santos. Then he spins it home. Bigua back in front by 1. 20 points and counting for Santos. Vidal with his 6th assist on the night. Rosino restores the lead for Quimsa. No one came up off the screen, and he has 20. Going back and forth. That is the 10th lead change in the game. Feels like we're headed for a photo finish. Foul there on Acevedo as he grabbed Rojas, who was cutting to the basket. 18 on the clock. Acevedo picks up his 3rd foul. Sims, he's grabbed by Cosalito, and we're now getting into the area where Quimsa should be in the penalty, and they are. That was the 15th foul. 4:41 here. That was a terrible foul from Cosalito. Not only did it put his team in the penalty, but it's his 4th foul. 1 away from being DQ'd. Sims knocks down the first free throw to tie the game at 78. .27 points and counting for Sims after putting up 37 just last night. It's 10 for 10 from the free throw. Anderson Jr. Rosino. Cosalito driving inside. Acevedo for 3. Indeed! We're just driving fine, and Acevedo pays it off with the open 3 to give Quimsa a 2-point lead. 81-79. 4:05 to play in the 4th period. Sims, corner 3 on the way. Got it! Another 30-point game for Donald Sims. Back-to-back 30 burgers for him. Anderson. Acevedo. Barale inside over Perez. Can't get it to go. And that's a double-double for Santos. 11 points, rather 11 rebounds, 20 points on the night for Santos. And he's looking for the rock on the block, but he is called out for a screen instead. Sims, step back. Finds it at the foul line. The floater is there. Donald Sims is a scoring machine. 32 points. And he has his team up 84-81. Time on the floor as Quimsa wants to talk. Here's Coach Gonzalez.
Estamos que la tiren arriba ahora. Pick and roll de ellos. Si es lateral, tratamos de pasar ahí, atento con Sim. El otro queda abajo, con el bloqueo del 4. Queda un poquito bajo, de última que se la dé, que reverse y que tenga. Pick and roll en el eje. Hacemos salto. Atento, no se metan mucho de este lado. Hagan finta y vuelvan. Métanse del lado contrario. No quiero caída. Vamos a tratar de recuperar una bola, tratar de caer. Acá. Juani, atento, con Franco va uno que resiste, que lo usa un poquito más las manos. A jugar los pick and roll para el otro lado, que llegue Juani, a tocarlo ahí. Dale.
Anytime you have a game where the winner moves on to the final, there's a lot of drama. A lot at stake. And these two teams, evenly matched, are battling it out here in the fourth quarter. Right now, the score 84-81 in favor of Bigua. There has been 7 lead changes in this fourth period alone. Are there more? Barale for 3. Long ball falls for Franco Barale, who has come alive in this second half. 16 points off the bench for Quimsa. And he ties the game once again. There's Sims. 32 points and counting. Sims crossing over. Good ball movement. Lorente Perez. Stroking from deep. 15 points. He has 5 3-pointers. And the lead's back to 3 for Bigua. Rosino, you see him go to work there with the bounce. Lays it up and in. He has 22. It's back to a 1-point game. 2:05 remaining. Sims sees the screen, uses it. Almost lost the ball, keeps possession after he banged it off the leg of Cosalito. Will stay here with 10 on the shot clock. And Roas is coming out of the game for Rudd. Now, when Rudd went to the bench for Lorente Perez, that's when Bigua's offense started to pick up. Rudd has struggled all night. This is a big moment for Bigua. Vidal, strong drive, puts it up and in. Wanted the and one. He has 8. That's a foul on Rudd as he just bulldozed his way through Acevedo. He tapped his chest saying, "My bad." He knew it was on him. It's only his second foul. Looks like he was trying to go through a wall there. Back to live action. 3-point game. Anderson Jr. straight away can't get it to go. He had been hitting that jump shot early in the game when Santos wasn't stepping out on him. That time might have been too quick on the trigger. And Vidal slowing things down. They want to get it to Sims. Try and close this thing out. Lorente Perez. Nice pass inside. Sims! Oh! Send it in! Over the top of Acevedo. Poster time for Luis Santos. Look out. The play by Perez set him up. Rattling the rim. Here it is again, different angle. Watch your head. And here the Bigua supporters now. And a little louder. As time ticks away. It's the 29th assist for Bigua on the night. They've been moving the basketball very well. What's being said in that huddle? 91-86 your score, minute 15 remaining in the game. And Quimsa watching their hopes of playing for a championship evaporate. Coach Gonzalez here in the huddle.
Esta situación a rolar ahí para ver si el cambio, Franco, si entra bien. Acá el bloqueo, atento el tiro también. Estamos, si se queda abajo el tiro. Si es cambio estamos, sí, lo podemos Franco. Dale.
Possibly the biggest possession of the year for Quimsa. This is high-level basketball. It's been back and forth all night. Both these teams had every reason to give up when they were down by as many as 9 in the case of Bigua, as many as 10 in the case of Quimsa. Here we are. 5-point spread. Minute 15. Quimsa basketball. They inbound. It's Rosino. Anderson Jr. used the up fake. Now he'll go to work. Back to the basket. Kick out. 3 on the way. It's short. And Rudd pulls it down. And Vidal will slowly dribble it up the court, trying to use every second available to him. They want to go to Sims. And he fumbled it. So that's a turnover that Quimsa needed. They're still alive with 47.5 seconds remaining in the game. They need a quick score here. Barale to the rim. Can't get it to go. And Santos with a strong rebound. And he gets fouled. And we'll go to the other side as Cosalito might have picked up his 5th and final. They're going to call it on Barale, not Cosalito. So there you see Barale hanging off of him. The Cosalito foul came after the fact. There's Barale's hand, his left hand. And Cosalito, he came crashing in after the fact, gets away with one there. Well, Santos is the guy you want at the line if you're Quimsa. So we continue to look at this replay to make sure that that is not an unsportsmanlike foul. Now back to live action. 59% from the foul line is Luis Santos here this season. Calmly knocks down the first. What a gain for Santos. Had a double-double yesterday. Doubles it up with another one tonight. Santos may have put this game out of reach with those 2 free throws. 93-86. Bigua, 38.6 seconds away from reaching the final here in Brazil.
Y después, Water full. Cada uno se queda con el que está, que no entre la pelota a la cancha. Atento cara a cara, el que marca el sacador va acá, hacemos que no entre. 100 minutos, ya después vemos ahora. Piensen en convertir esto.
This team from Uruguay won the Federation Championship of Uruguay in 1988, 89, and 90. Won the Liga Uruguaya de Basket Championship in 2021. They're trying to add a BCLA title to the mantle. Their opportunity could come on Saturday night. 32 seconds still in the game. A foul, Sims. He'll go to the line here. Sims perfect from the foul line. And an opportunity for him to add to his point total. Sims knocks down the first free throw without a problem. Sims knows what it's like to win a FIBA Americas League Championship, the Basketball Champions League of Americas. Winning it with San Lorenzo in 2019. And trying to lead his club, Bigua, to a title here in 2022. Anderson Jr. was fouled. He'll go to the line for free throws. '21 champions for the Uruguayan Basketball League. The MVP that season was Mr. Sims. Now How special would it be if he's able to carry his team to a championship here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil? Anderson misses both free throws poorly. And Rudd vacuums in the rebound. It's a matter of moments now as Anderson realizes that might be it for Quimsa. What a season it was for Quimsa. Went 4-2 2-4 in group play, and came up with a big upset over Cangareros in game number 1. Went out to a big lead, did not trail at any point in the game, and shocked everyone. Come away with a victory in the quarterfinals of the Final 8 here in Brazil. Their Cinderella run will come to an end as the clock strikes midnight. We'll see Bigua move on to the finals. Quimsa will have to shake this loss off as they'll play in the 3rd place game on Saturday night and have an opportunity to at least end their season on a win. That rarely happens when you're not playing for a championship. That opportunity is going to be available to them on Saturday night as Cosalito knocks down a 3. 6 seconds left. 5-point game. We're trying to get some subs in here at the table. All they got to do is secure the possession. A place in the finals is theirs. There's the foul. Pena Garcia will go to the line, and Cosalito will foul out of the game. Moro Cosalito was one that kept things afloat in the first half for Quimsa. Leaves the game with 19 points. Again, balanced scoring across the board for Quimsa. Anderson Jr., Barale, Racino, Cosalito, all in double-figure scoring. Their win over Cangareros, they had 6 players in double-figure scoring. Tonight they probably needed more from Thomas, who only has 5 points, 1 of 7 from the field. And Rayshawn Terry finished the game with just 6 points. And there you have it. Bigua moving on to the final. 98-91. They win over Quimsa. So Quimsa will move on and play the winner of Minas and Sao Paulo. That's coming up in a matter of moments as we take a look at the final stats from this one. Bigua, terrific game offensively, putting up 90 points. This is a team that, on average, was averaging 80 coming in to the Final 8. That was good for 6th in the BCLA. Back-to-back games, they put up close to 100 points in their 2 wins. They move the ball well. And they have guys that could light it up as Donald Sims and Luis Santos once again combined for a big night. 58 points between the two of them. 58 of the 98 points they put on the board from that man, number 8, Donald Sims, and number 23, Luis Santos. In their win that got them here to the semifinals, Santos and Sims combined for 62 of the 99 points they put up on the board. So dynamic duo is going to have to be dealt with in the finals. It's all smiles. Celebration time for Bigua, a team from Uruguay that's going on to the finals here in Brazil in 2022. Coach Gutierrez and his bunch, one win away from hoisting a championship here in 2022. The Basketball Champions League of Americas, the highest honor here in the Americas. Just getting to the finals is such a tough feat. So many great teams in this competition, where only one could be champion. And Bigua is a win away from that. They'll play in the final on Saturday. It'll be Bigua taking on the winner of Minas and Sao Paulo. That's coming up in a matter of moments. We'll leave you with the highlights. The final score, 98-91. Bigua moving on to the finals here in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.